those magnificent men in their flying machine. They go up to the up, up, they go down to the up, down.
Okay, I'm back. I don't think we're going to do this, but thank you for all the nice comments here so far. So now you see, there you go, right, the other bit's covered and ready to dry, and the spray, the bit it goes in there. Obviously that's why I didn't cover that bit, because it's got to be adhered to it for the glue. Okay, so that's it varnished now. Somebody's asked what it is. So the nearest I could find to the colour of the real aeroplane, well, I mean, I don't know what the real aeroplane wood's made of. It's probably made of something like oak or something nice, or spruce probably actually. So I use this Ronseal, right, interior varnish, right, and it's just quick drying stuff. Okay, and it's antique pine. That's the closest colour I can get. And the trick is you coat it once. Don't follow the instructions on the tin for this, because they're not accurate enough really. Give it about maybe 20 minutes max, right, so it's more or less touch dry, not the 2 hours it says on the tin, because when you go and put a second coat on, because it's not too dry, if you know what I mean, it soaks in a bit better and gives you that deeper colour. That's the trick. Then you leave it for the 2 hours to dry, or leave it overnight, it's up to you. And then I use a yacht varnish. The reason I use yacht varnish is, gloss yacht varnish obviously, is because when the fuel gets on it, it actually doesn't, it's quite tolerant, this stuff, and I've tested it before. Some people probably argue against me, but I've found that if you can pour, you know, the fuel on it, aircraft fuel, it doesn't, it tends to like last a bit longer than normal varnish, so it's handy that way, you know. It's like a sort of like a mild fuel proofer, but it's nice and shiny. So that's the whole point. So when that goes on, after I've built all the bits, oh yeah, talking of the bits, I've managed to sort of like work out a way. This here is them, I find, old bits, and they slide on, they slide under like so. So you've got like, to build it up, you've got two there, one on either side obviously, but so they'll fit in to get the shape of that thing it sits underneath the undercarriage on this plane. So on either side like so, so they'll all go in like that, see, and then you fill it at the back, shape it, sand it a shape like the rest of it, and you're laughing. That's the best way I could see it doing it anyway. Jelly. So, and also then as well, I've made these set of plates here like that. These are off cuts from the kit plate, so that happens to fit quite nicely on there like so. So what I'll do is I'll bend it 45 degrees, 90 degrees, whatever, slot it through there, so you've got a hole for the rigging there, and I'll do it that way. I might do it a different way, just see how I feel. Well, that's sort of the easiest way to do it, but I'm not sure. So after all that, it's getting there. Not bad for a day off. Well, I know what I was doing with my day off, and I decided to get on with my plane. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it, to be fair. It's as close as I can get it anyway. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. So probably tonight or tomorrow after work, I'll varnish it and see how we get on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the undercarriage, as you can see, that's it, finished. Yay. So I've got it as close as like you can to the real thing. Like according to the pictures, if I rest it on there, you can see like the ribs. This is how they are in the picture anyway, the Shuttleworth collection picture. And these things here, like whatever they're meant to be, that's as close as I can get them. And the rigging. So if I go further back, so you see underneath, yeah. So this is pretty cool. So I'll try so you can roughly get it. Let me put the camera down there. Sorry, bear with me. Right, a nice and rough. There you go. Okay, so let's show you how to do this one hand. There you go. So just to prove that I haven't stopped, I have been sort of doing little bits whilst I finish work. You know, you only get half hour before I'm too tired to like do anything. So I go on the best I can with it. So that's the undercarriage. So the next job will be, very difficult. Right. So the next job now on the fuse is like a detailing on the fuse really. so basically, as I've said a couple of times before in the videos, because it's a 5th scale, and it's much harder to do detail, I find, personally, only speaking personally, to detail a model that's smaller. The bigger the model, the easier it is to detail, because you've got this hard, you know, the space area and stuff. So, while looking at the pictures that that gentleman kindly sent me from the Shuttleworth Society, I can't go absolutely perfect on it, because like I say, it's too much to fit in. Plus, I wish I'd seen these pictures before I built it. Anyway, or started building it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the straps that are around on there, put them in, and detailing here, which is just under the exhaust before I put them in, and the rivets and stuff like that. It goes around there. I think I'll put them in, and so at least, you know, it looks similar to the real thing. And then once that's done, I'll singly paint these black and put the camshafts and all that, and the exhaust bars I mean, once they go in. That'll be good. But before I do all that, I'm going to cover it, mainly because once it's covered, then I can add the detailing, because it's a lot easier. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be more or less, it's almost there, which is nice to at last. I mean, this has got to be the longest time I've ever spent building a model in my life, you know, considering it's due to work though. It's nothing to do with the complexity of building this. It's just timing. So I've joined the club of every other modeler, I believe, now, you know, so that'll be good. But I've got a day off, well, I've got half a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to definitely do something with this, because I'm dying to get it finished now and get on with my Sopwith camel. So that'll be cool. Okay, and we'll crack on with the front as well. I must admit, I've got to get that sorted, but we'll do it. It'll be all done. It'll look nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. Okay, so fuselage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I might add again, as usual. This is some kind of gentleman, I can't remember his name, gave me this metal. It's like a sheet metal sticky stick on it. It's fantastic stuff, and you can just spray or whatever, and you just formulate it to that. The rest is yacht varnish, that I said before, and people seem to have laughed at me about that. I don't know why, because I've used yacht varnish for years, and it is fuel proof. It is pretty good for it. But it's only my own personal experience, so if anyone wants to dispute that, that's up to them. So, and this bit of bolster that goes over, just framed it, so it's not a problem. Wheels are standard. That's it really. There's not much more to say about it. Bit of wood stain yacht varnish, it looks the part. Okay, right, that's that. Okay, cheerio, bye.
Those magnificent men, those magnificent men, those magnificent men in the flying machine.